Alright, hey, this is Matt here. I am accepting Becky's Icebucket Challenge. So I wanted to take this opportunity to make a little science video, okay? Because there's some really interesting things that happen with temperature. And any living thing responds to temperature in certain ways, okay? Let me give you an example. Have you ever gone to the ocean? Anyone ever been to the ocean here? Yeah, right? And when it's hot out, right? And you want to get in the ocean, but then what happens when you get in? It's super cold every time. It's so cold. And you keep in, and the water keeps rising, and it's chilly. But then what happens once you get in? You get used to it, right? It doesn't feel so cold. Now, do you think the ocean got warmer in that time? No, it's just our bodies that are responding and adapting to that cold temperature, okay? So I'm going to show you a quick experiment. Now, could you be my assistant for this? And you can help too. Now, what we're going to do is I just want you to place your fingers in that water. Now, what temperature is that? You would describe that as cold, okay? Now, why don't you go ahead and place them in the ice bucket? How does that feel?
Freezing.
Really cold, freezing, right? And how about this one now? That's warm. Okay, now I need just one of you to do this next part, okay? I'll have her just do it just because she's a little closer. Now, what I'm going to have you do is step down here and place your right hand in the cold and put your left, not yet, I don't want you to keep it in there too long because it's very cold. And then put your other hand in the warm, okay? And then when I say so, you're going to put them both in the middle one, okay? Go ahead, put it, now hold it in there, go ahead, put it down, just for a few seconds. Now what's happening right now, your body is getting used to this temperature, right? And it's adjusting. Okay, now put it in the middle. Now what temperature is that?
It's cold.
Is it still cold? Does it feel the same in both hands? No, it feels very different, right? Well, how does it feel in your right hand? It's colder, right? So your hands are experiencing very different temperatures. And it's because of that adaptation that happened when you put it in the warm and the cold. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like when you go in the ocean and you get used to the temperature. Your hand got used to that cold, and then we put it in the middle, and it was completely different between the two hands, okay? So that's the experiment, and that's something that you can kind of, take with you. Now, anytime you jump in a pool, it feels warm now because my body is adjusting and my skin is changing. All the blood in my skin is shifting, so that's what happens. Now, to wrap this up, I think it's time to do... Who wants to see me dump ice on my head?
I do.
Anyone? Okay, now this is the ultimate. You just put your little fingers in there. I'm going to put it all over my head, all right? Are you ready? Who wants to count down for me? This is a big bucket of ice, okay? So on the count of 3, you guys count down for me and I'll do it. Ready?
1, 2, 3!
Oh, yeah. Oh, I can't breathe. See, it's shocking, right? It's shocking because I was just standing out in this hot, well, it's not too hot now, but it's warm out, it's summer, and my body had adjusted to that temperature. But as soon as I put ice cold water on me, boy, oh boy, I can tell that's an extreme temperature change. So, it was a little bit colder than it might have been otherwise. So, anyway, that's it. I'm going to nominate my favorite sister, Nora Larson, to do it next, my best good buddy, Sean Williamson, and my favorite neighbor, Rob Mastransky. So, get creative with it, guys and girl.